Quick video for you guys today. Just wanted to show you how to prepare for a long road trip with the family. And basically, if you're doing research on YouTube and the internet, this is what we did and found it successful. We went 3,000 miles from Nebraska to DC and eventually to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Essentially, it was broken up into 3 legs on the way there and 3 legs on the way back, and it worked out well, especially with 3 kids driving a Honda Pilot Touring Edition. The navigation is key, as well as just the overall power of the vehicle. We were on a 4-wheel drive access only beach and had no issues when putting the Honda Pilot into D2 and VTM lock. So here's a couple things I bought before the trip, and this saved us a lot of room and worked out really well. So the first thing I'll tell you about is this bike rack. Essentially, you have to fork over about $400, but it is well worth the money. Especially if you have kids' bikes, and we actually attached a stroller as well. This is the Yakima Swing Daddy, and like I said, we have 2 kids' bikes and a running stroller that fit perfectly snug on the bike rack. The biggest bike needed this tube top adapter to sit snug, and the smallest bike actually just used the strap here and the strap here on one bar and had no issues. And here's the swing away feature, and let me show you real quick. Essentially, you just unscrew this, pop the tab, and you have full access to the back of your vehicle. And the one thing that is no good about this is the way it attaches to your hitch. It only has 1 pin that goes in, and it should go all the way through, and then you tighten this knob, and the lock is really good, but the wobble is horrible. So if you're going to spend $400, spend another $15 and buy a hitch tightener. It's well worth the money. Plus it's more secure, and you won't have any rattling. We tested it before and it was bad, so I would give it maybe 4 out of 5 stars because of this. But like I said, it is expensive at $400. So that is the first piece that's essential for a long road trip in an SUV, and I will get to the second piece next. The second thing we bought for our road trip is this Sears Sport 20 SV cargo carrier, roof cargo luggage carrier, whatever you want to call it. And I happened to find this one on Craigslist for $50, I believe. I think it's from the 90s, but it works really well. Let me show you how I used it. It attaches to the car with screws and a plate, and the screws go through to the top, and you have little hand screws to tighten it down. I used a strap to hold mine in place just for some added safety. It's a little flimsy being Sears, but it's a lot cheaper than the Yakima and Thule versions. And from what I found out, I think that at one point Thule was making this anyway. So like I said, find them on Craigslist used. Works out really well. You climb up and pop it open, and here's all the stuff that we stored in here. So essentially you have everything from puddle jumpers, helmets for the kids, a football. We even have a frisbee golf portable hole, which is really heavy, a portable high chair, and I believe 3 black suitcases, and a mini bumpo for the baby to sit on. If I had all this in the car, we wouldn't be able to see out the back window at all or move at all. So this is a must. It doesn't mess with the gas economy too much from what we noticed, and it was a pain kind of moving, getting the stuff from the top every now and then, but we packed in a way that we wouldn't have to use this until we reached our final destination. And then on the way back we stuffed it full even more, so we didn't have to have all that stuff in the car, and we had no issues. This thing is completely solid, and like I said, it attaches with some hand screws that you can just find the directions for online. And if you have all the pieces, it makes it a lot easier. I had to actually fabricate a couple of these flat brackets from I think they're called nail plates, because there's only 2 in the set when I bought it from the lady. So essentially I just drilled some holes in these metal brackets to make it a little sturdier, and so it doesn't crack during the drive. Again, here's everything that was in this top cargo carrier, and as you can see, we have 3 puddle jumpers, a large and heavy Innova skill shot portable frisbee golf hole, a bumpo, a blanket, 2 bike helmets, a football, a soccer ball up there, portable. You have a portable high chair and 3 large luggage, black luggage bags. So this is probably pushing the limit to these things. I think they can hold 150 pounds, but all this inside the vehicle would have been a mess. So I hope this video helps everyone planning a long road trip. As I said before, this is the intent of the video, is to help people prepare for such a long road trip. 3,000 miles is a long time with 3 kids. Go slow and take breaks and break up the days and be safe, and you will have a great time. Take care.